Arsenal's Invincibles era stands as one of the most extraordinary feats in English football history, defined by an unparalleled, unbeaten run in the Premier League and a style of play that left a lasting impression on the sport. At the heart of this achievement was the 2003-2004 season, during which Arsenal completed an entire league campaign without suffering a single defeat. The club's unity, attacking flair, and unwavering consistency formed the bedrock of this success, earning them both the Premier League title and a unique place in football folklore. This script explores the key accomplishments of that unbeaten season, the records set, notable individual performances, and the long-term legacy that makes Arsenal's Invincibles a benchmark for greatness. The 2003-2004 season is etched into Arsenal's history as the pinnacle of the Invincibles era. Over the span of 38 Premier League matches, the Gunners not only won the league, but did so without registering a single loss, finishing with a record of 26 wins and 12 draws. This monumental campaign ended with Arsenal on 90 points, sitting a full 11 points clear of second-place Chelsea. The sheer consistency needed to avoid defeat across an entire season was a major achievement, especially given the competitive nature of England's top flight. One of the season's defining moments arrived on April 25, 2004, when Arsenal sealed the title at the home of their North London rivals, Tottenham Hotspur. A tense 2-2 draw at White Hart Lane was enough to clinch the Premier League crown with 4 matches left to play, repeating a feat they had achieved on the same ground in 1971. The symbolic significance of celebrating at their rival stadium added an extra layer of satisfaction for Arsenal supporters. This outcome also highlighted the resolve that drove Arsene Wenger's men throughout the year. Critics had doubted whether any modern team could go unbeaten, yet Arsenal's players maintained their focus and overcame each challenge in their path. The Premier League recognized the magnitude of Arsenal's accomplishments by awarding the club a special gold trophy to commemorate their undefeated campaign. Arsenal often combined a free-flowing, attacking style with defensive solidity. They scored 73 goals and conceded just 26, the best attack and defense in the league that season. Their dominance was clear from the outset. Strong performances in the initial weeks put them in first place, a position they never relinquished. While Arsenal did not reach similar heights in the FA Cup, League Cup, or Champions League that year, their league performance was enough to forever label them Invincibles, capturing a special chapter in football history. By finishing the 2003-2004 league schedule unbeaten, Arsenal matched a feat that had not been duplicated in English top-flight football for over a century. Preston North End in 1888-89 was the only previous club to manage an undefeated campaign, though that occurred in a shorter 22-match season. Arsenal's full 38-match invincible run ushered them into an exclusive bracket of football greatness. The Gunners extended their unbeaten form beyond that single season, reaching 49 consecutive league matches without defeat, an English top-flight record, before eventually losing at the 50th hurdle to Manchester United early in the 2004-2005 season. During the 49-game stretch, Arsenal never fell behind in the final 20 minutes of any league match, underscoring their ability to control proceedings or rally for a result late on. The streak dated back to May 2003 and ended in October 2004, placing them at the pinnacle of consistency over a span that encompassed more than a full season's worth of fixtures. This unbroken run became a point of pride for both the club and its supporters, reaffirming Arsene Wenger's earlier claim that an undefeated season was achievable, a bold prediction many had dismissed. Arsenal's peerless performance earned them a specially commissioned Gold Premier League trophy, a physical testament to their unique accomplishment. Individually, Thierry Henry exemplified the star quality within this squad, winning both the PFA Players Player of the Year and Football Writers Footballer of the Year honors for 2003-2004. His personal accolades mirrored the collective excellence of the entire team, which was later recognized as the Premier League's best team of its first 20 seasons. Few sides before or since have combined attractiveness, efficiency, and mental fortitude to such an all-encompassing degree. The Invincibles season was studded with dramatic encounters that showcased Arsenal's poise under pressure and capacity for entertainment. In September 2003, a trip to Old Trafford to face Manchester United almost dented the undefeated run early. Ruud van Nistelrooy had a stoppage-time penalty that could have ended the streak, but his efforts struck the crossbar, sparking a frantic reaction from Arsenal players. That 0-0 draw kept the unbeaten campaign alive and signaled the team's refusal to let adversity derail them. The back-to-back cup disappointments in early April 2004, exiting the FA Cup and Champions League, led to questions about whether Arsenal could maintain their league momentum. A home match against Liverpool on April 9th threatened further misery, especially when Arsenal trailed 1-2 at halftime. Yet Thierry Henry rose to the occasion with a hat-trick, including a mesmerizing solo goal that saw him gliding past multiple defenders. The rousing 4-2 victory over Liverpool re-established Arsenal's hold atop the table and reaffirmed the sense that they were destined to go unbeaten. One of the standout highlights was clinching the Premier League title at White Hart Lane in that 2-2 draw against Tottenham. Patrick Vieira and Robert Pires gave Arsenal a 2-0 lead before Spurs pulled back 2 goals, but the point was enough for the Gunners to celebrate winning the league on the ground of their fiercest neighbors. This symbolic triumph thrilled Arsenal fans, vividly illustrating the team's ability to seize iconic moments. Finally, on the last day of the campaign, they found themselves trailing 0-1 at halftime to Leicester City. A second-half comeback, sealed by goals from Thierry Henry and Vieira, secured a 2-1 victory that made Arsenal's 38-game unbeaten record official. The Highbury crowd erupted as their captain lifted the trophy, capping an achievement destined to remain legendary. Though the entire squad earned plaudits, certain players shone especially bright. Thierry Henry was the emblem of Arsenal's Invincibles, netting 30 league goals during that 2003-2004 season while crafting mesmerizing moments of artistry. He collected another Premier League Golden Boot, reinforcing his position as possibly the world's best forward at the time. In midfield, Captain Patrick Vieira proved equally crucial, his dominant presence underpinning the team's balance between the attacking flair and defensive discipline. Robert Pires added 14 league goals from the left wing, combining seamlessly with Henry and Dennis Bergkamp, whose vision orchestrated many of Arsenal's flowing passing moves. Defensively, the Gunners were anchored by Sol Campbell, Kolo Touré, and the fullback duo of Lauren and Ashley Cole, conceding just 26 goals all season. Each defender knew his role, and when an opponent threatened late in games, Arsenal's collective mindset to protect the unbeaten record often turned precarious situations into rescued points. The unity spanned beyond the starting 11, with players like Freddie Ljungberg, Gilberto Silva, Edu, and Ray Parlour stepping in at crucial moments. Manager Arsene Wenger's emphasis on technique, fitness, and a supportive culture cultivated a resilient environment. Arsenal's brand of football, a 4-4-2 shape morphing into a fluid attacking approach, embodied speed on the break and patient possession as circumstances dictated. This adaptability allowed them to grind out narrow results or thrash teams with multi-goal spectacles. The synergy among these personalities elevated Arsenal from a good side to an invincible one. Strikers, midfielders, and defenders each performed specialized tasks but overlapped seamlessly when required. Wenger's philosophy took shape on the pitch, balancing grace and grit, culminating in a near-perfect blend that overcame the rigors of the Premier League. Opponents often found themselves not just outplayed, but also psychologically beaten by a team that refused to crack, no matter the pressure. The invincible shadow looms large over English football. In the decades since Arsenal pulled off their unbeaten feat, no other team has replicated it in a 38-match season. Many have flirted with unbeaten runs, but eventually faltered, often well before reaching the 38-game mark. Arsenal's 2003-2004 side remains the sole occupant of that rung on the Premier League ladder, commemorated by that gold trophy that still sits in the club's collection. Any subsequent side with a hot start is invariably measured against the Invincibles, highlighting how unshakable their record stands. For Arsenal supporters, the memory of the 2003-2004 Gunners resonates as a pinnacle that shaped their identity. Even though the team parted ways with the old Highbury Stadium soon after, and key players eventually moved on, that season remains etched in fans' consciousness as an unrepeatable high. Rival supporters grudgingly respect it. Managers around the league reference it when speaking of the standard everyone aims for. On a broader scale, the Invincibles influenced how clubs analyze the interlocking demands of attack and defense, and how a single league season can become a storied epic. Wenger's assertion that an unbeaten season was possible, once dismissed as hubris, proved prescient. Beyond the immediate afterglow, the Invincibles also shaped the conversation about the best teams in Premier League history. While fans debate accomplishments of Manchester United's treble winners, Chelsea's record-setting 2004-2005 side, or the more recent Manchester City squads, Arsenal's 2003-2004 group stands alone in its 0 losses. Henry, Vieira, Bergkamp, Campbell, and others have become icons, each name synonymous with the artistry and steel required for near perfection over a grueling schedule. Wenger later alluded to the intangible aura that an unbeaten season provides, a signature mark that extends beyond a typical league win. For future generations, that aura might inspire or intimidate, but it remains a testament to the heights one group of players attained under the banner of invincibility. Arsenal's Invincibles era, defined by their 2003-2004 unbeaten Premier League title, remains a benchmark for excellence in English football. Going an entire 38-match campaign without defeat is not merely a statistical oddity, it's a statement of defiance against the conventional wisdom that every team suffers setbacks. Arsenal's unstoppable momentum, from Thierry Henry's goal-scoring majesty to the organized resilience at the back, typified a collective unit that refused to lose. The final tally, 26 wins, 12 draws, 0 defeats, captured the imagination of fans, who witnessed them clinch the title in the backyard of bitter rivals Tottenham, culminating in joyous scenes few other clubs could replicate. Over time, the Invincibles' legacy has grown from an extraordinary season into a milestone that every strong start or winning streak is measured against. From receiving a special gold trophy to forging a 49-game unbeaten run, that Arsenal side etched their narrative firmly into the Premier League's annals. Their style of play combined lightning-fast counters with disciplined defending, unveiling a brand of football that was as captivating as it was efficient. Today, supporters still hail that group as one of the greatest in league history, referencing names like Henry, Vieira, Bergkamp, and Pires with reverence. The memory of that undefeated march stands as a reminder that in football, an arena where upsets happen weekly, sometimes a team can rise above it all and become truly invincible.